Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learning Always Helps. Today we are going to read another story named The Brave Tailor. Listen and practice. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a humble tailor who worked hard every day to make ends meet. One bright summer morning, as he was sitting by his shop window sewing, he noticed a group of flies buzzing around a jar of jam. Frustrated by their disturbance, the tailor took a piece of cloth and, with one swift motion, swatted at the flies. When he looked, 7 flies lay dead on the cloth. The tailor, quite impressed with himself, decided to boast about his feat. He stitched a belt for himself that read, "Seven at one blow." Proud of his strength, the tailor decided it was time to seek adventure and fame. With nothing more than his belt, a small loaf of bread, and a block of cheese, he set out on his journey. As he walked through the countryside, he came across a giant sitting under a tree. The giant, curious about the little man's confidence, read the inscription on his belt. "Seven at one blow," the giant roared, assuming the tailor had defeated 7 men. "Well, little man, let's see what you're made of. Can you squeeze water from a stone like I can?" The giant picked up a rock, and with a strong squeeze, water trickled from it. The clever tailor reached into his bag and pulled out the cheese. He squeezed it until liquid oozed out. The giant, thinking it was a stone, was impressed but not convinced. "Can you throw a stone as far as I can?" the giant challenged. The giant picked up a boulder and hurled it far into a distance. The tailor, smiling, took a bird from a nearby bush, threw it into the air, and it flew away much farther than the boulder. The giant, now even more amazed by the tailor's apparent strength, invited him to stay at his cave. The giant wasn't quite ready to give up though. That night, as the tailor slept in the giant's bed, the giant tried to crush him with a giant iron bar. But the clever tailor had anticipated this and hid in the corner of the bed. In the morning, when the giant saw the tailor still alive, he couldn't believe his eyes. "Enough," the giant said. "You're truly the strongest man I've ever met. I will tell the king of your great deeds." When the king heard the tales of the brave tailor who defeated 7 at one blow, he offered the tailor a place in his royal court. However, the king secretly feared the tailor's power, and so he set him a challenge, hoping to rid himself of the tailor. He said, "If you are as strong as they say, defeat the 2 giants that terrorize the kingdom, and I will give you half my kingdom and my daughter's hand in marriage." Undeterred, the brave little tailor set off into the forest to find the 2 giants. When he found them, they were asleep. Using his cunning, the tailor collected a sack of rocks and climbed a tree. He began dropping rocks on the giants while they slept. Each giant thought the other was attacking him, and soon they were fighting one another. After a fierce battle, both giants were defeated. The tailor returned to the king and declared that he had conquered the giants. The king, still in disbelief, set another challenge. This time, he asked the tailor to capture a wild unicorn that was wreaking havoc in the kingdom. The tailor, using his cleverness once again, set a trap. He stood in front of a large tree, luring the unicorn toward him. As the unicorn charged, the tailor jumped aside, and the unicorn's horn became stuck in the tree. The tailor easily captured the unicorn and brought it back to the king. The king had no choice but to honor his promise. The brave little tailor married the princess and became a prince. Though the king never quite understood how the tailor had defeated giants and caught unicorns, the people of the kingdom came to love and respect him for his cleverness and bravery. Moral of the story: intelligence and wit can be more powerful than brute strength. Hope you enjoyed the story. For more such stories and English learning, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching.